This is probably the first time. The reason I ask is because, yes, the KGF world does exist, but you still shape it into a vision that is a little bit different, a little more cinematic, a little more vibrant. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
It's like there's a very specific color, there's a very specific tonality, like that. Even though this is set in post-independence India, and in very specific cities that actually exist, is there an attempt to shape those cities, in your words, a dystopian way?
I think so many of the great cities like London, New York were all dystopian cities at some point or the other.
Okay.
When the brotherhoods or the gangsters had taken over.
Right.
So I think this is more of a depiction of a time like that.
Okay. Okay.
Where imagine a city, imagine a city which is a very, very normal city, but you have a dictator.
Yeah.
Or you have a gang lord.
Yeah.
Sitting at the helm of affairs.
Yeah.
Things change, it becomes dystopian.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a very natural setting that
Yeah.
we have. We're trying to attempt 1967.
Yeah.
And everything is absolutely normal. There's no fantasy to it.
Yeah.
We're trying to play it as real as possible.
Okay.
But we have put some powerful people at the head of affairs.
Right.
So obviously it changes.
We're going to talk in detail about NTR, but before that I want to talk about this line, the only soil worth remembering is the one soaked in blood. Can you explain that?
That's a line that, that's a line that my wife came up with about 5 years back when we were collaborating with NTR first.
Okay.
And it made a lot of sense to me.
Okay.
Because if you think about it, you remember only the great wars and what happened before that and what happened after that. You don't remember the small battles. By date, you can remember the big wars.
Yeah.
So it has a much deeper meaning to the movie that we're making. And I think after you watch the movie, you'll understand that that has a lot of sense to what we're saying.
How long did you say you've been living with this idea of setting a movie with the opium wars as a backdrop?
For 5 years.
That's when you narrated that one line to NTR is when you started thinking about this?
Yeah.
And you have 6 writers on this film. The writing of it took around 3 years, you're saying?
No, I didn't have writers in the first 3 years.
Okay, okay.
They came in only after that.
Only after that, okay. So your writing alone took around 3 years?
Me and the hero, we used to have chatters. We used to have chats about this.
Okay.
And it's very interesting when we were first writing this that he asked me a question from Mahabharata. He asked me who's the winner of Mahabharata. And I said Krishna, and I said probably Arjuna, and he said Shakuni is the real winner of Mahabharata. That's the only reason Mahabharata really happened, and that's why we remember it, because of that great war. And when he told me that, I did not think about it. I did not think about it in that perspective. NTR is phenomenal with drama. I trust him with drama. When I go to him and I talk to him, I really trust him. It's not because I have to go to my hero to get his approval.
Yeah.
I really trust him with his drama.
His instincts for drama.
His instinct for drama is just phenomenal. There's not a single time that he's asked me about a scene and whether it is elevated enough, or if the shots are right, or if all of these things. But he asks me, is the drama right for this? And he's phenomenal with drama, so I trust him a lot. So when he told me about this, I immediately went to him and I told him a scene which changed the course of the entire movie. That's how I and he sat down and we sat down and we wrote.
Right.
So usually what I do is I go to one audience that I trust to get a feedback. Obviously, I can't sit and narrate it to a host of people.
Yeah.
And luckily for me, NTR was absolutely phenomenal. The kind of inputs that he's put into this has been brilliant, and I'm very, very happy to be in an environment around him where we can have a conversation about drama alone.
Yeah.
Because usually director like me will get carried away to show only the big moments.
Yeah.
Several times he has told me that the big moments have to have drama, otherwise we don't have to have the big moments. So we wrote it together.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We bounced it off each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that space that we had, whilst he was doing Triple R and whilst I was doing KGF and Salar, we had multiple times where we just sat down and had a conversation. So we developed it over that period.